See you. Okay, you guys, we're at the top of the hour, so let's go ahead and get our party started. Again, thank each and every one of you for attending our special Super Saturday ILCA overview and public crypto talk. My name is Miss Marnita Casa, your Queen Connectress, and I will be your humble hostess for today. Now, it is my honor to introduce you all to a man that for over 25 years dominated the direct sales industry. His cryptocurrency education is used by companies and universities worldwide. Now, for over 8 years, he dedicated his life to learning about blockchain technology and cryptocurrency, but he didn't just stop there. He decided to go out and share his information with the masses. And this was done by putting on fun and exciting Bitcoin boot camps nationwide at no cost. He has built wonderful communities and thriving platforms like you see before you now. So without further ado, it is my honor to introduce you all to Mr. Brandon Ivey.
All right, all right. Thank you for that introduction, Miss Casa, and for all the hard work that you're putting together for all of us and being our hostess this morning. As you guys don't know, Miss Casa is a mother and a wife, as she gave that side eye to the family right now. We know how that is on a Saturday morning, so thank you for, we thank your family for allowing us to take your time to be with all of us and to get things set off. And you guys are going to see Miss Casa back in a minute because she's going to be presenting to all of you our partnership program. One of the things I'm very, very excited about is that as we are entering the later half of 2025, going into January, we'll be entering our fourth year of business for ILCA. And it just seems like we got started yesterday. Some of you were here the first day we opened our doors, January 2022. Most businesses don't make it past 1 year. And the fact that we're now going on 4 years and we're only getting better, we've got even more content coming. I'll have a lot of announcements coming by the end of this month. Just for you guys to know that don't know me, I always operate as September is the last month of the year for me. October, November, and December, the last quarter is my time to prepare for the new year. So I don't wait till January 1st for New Year's resolutions and to kick off a new year. I do it October 1st so that by the time January comes around, I'm sprinting into the new year. I already have the habits and everything in place so that we're coming out the gate swinging. And so I have a lot of things planned in 2026 that we're preparing for now. And I want to give a special shout out because in going into our fourth year in business, one thing that we've always talked about, but different reasons we've never fully been able to implement is our certification program for people to become ILCA crypto certified. And there's a lot that comes with that that we were never able to institute, but we have it now. We have our very first person in all of ILCA that is actually ILCA crypto certified, passed all the tests. Now, technically, Marnita Casa got that from years ago, but since the ILCA doors, the very first person is Miss Rita Broussard from San Diego. So I want to give a special shout out to Rita. We've got some great things that's going to be coming for her and her business and things that she can be doing in the name for ILCA. And we encourage all of you guys, you have the same, if you're a platinum member or if you've purchased the courses, you have access to all the courses, the certification quizzes are there. You want to take advantage of it, but it's nothing like being the first. And so the Rita will always have a special place inside of ILCA for being the first to make that happen. So congratulations, Rita. And for everybody else, I want you to understand that the times that we live in now, Ms. Casa kind of touched on that it can be a little bit scary, a little bit uncertain. There's a lot of things going on that is shaking things up. You know, one thing that I learned in life is that the only thing constant in life is change. And change is happening right before our eyes in every possible way in every industry. So to sit still and continue to do what you've been doing, you will be left behind. You know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, yet expecting a different result. Well, the river of money is shifting, it's moving. And ILCA is designed to at least point to you the path of where that river of money is going, what it is, the definitions of it, this digital economy, how to get yourself in it, and then how to take action to prosper from it. As I always say, education is key. Education is everything. This is happening whether you like it or not, believe it or not, trust it or not, understand it or not. Your opinion is irrelevant. You don't have a say-so in this. This is happening. So it's best to be prepared. I love a quote that Jim Rome always says. It says, "It's not the things that happen to me in life that is important. It's how I respond to those things that make all the difference." Every single one of us share 24 hours in a day. How we utilize that time is in our hands. Or you can just sit there and let life pass you by and just be a victim of everything that's happening to you. Or you can design what's going to happen in your life. And that's what ILCA is here to do. And what we're going to highlight today is our partnership program. As I'm launching the ILCA Coaching Academy, we're going to be highlighting in that Robert Kiyosaki talks about, if you haven't read his book, I'm rereading it again for the third time here, called Cash Flow Quadrant. This thing's so beat up. I've read this so many times. I got it marked up. I've got notes in here. I've got, oh yeah, the last page I was on. So this is a very, very good book after Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And most of us start off in the E quadrant as employees. We call these the 9 to 5ers, and that's what we're taught to do from birth. The entire education system and society is built for you to go to school and then to become an employee and work for somebody else for the rest of your life, and then hopefully retire well off to take care of yourself until till the end. Unfortunately, that is a pipe dream. That doesn't happen. What we're not taught is the other quadrants, the S, the B, and the I. The S is the self-employment quadrant. Now, most people that graduate from the E end up in the S quadrant. Now, you're not getting a W-2 anymore, you're getting a W-9. You're more of a contractor. And a lot of people like to say, well, I'm self-employed. Well, yes and no, because your check is still dependent on somebody else's company. So it's just another form of that, a little higher. Your income ability to earn is a lot higher than in the E quadrant, but it is also still very, very limited. The wealth that's made in the world comes from the last two quadrants, the B quadrant, which is becoming a business owner, and the I quadrant, which is becoming an investor. And investors are being able to invest because they have extra resources after all of their living expenses is paid to be able to invest in the first place. And business owners are able to have that ability. And so to get to the I quadrant, we're going to help you at least get to the B quadrant, business owner quadrant. And what does that mean? Does that mean you have to have your own company and products and everything? No, not necessarily. What it means is that you are now out there marketing and building your own name, reputation, and brand. You are the business. Jay-Z always says, I am not a businessman, I'm a business man. There's a difference. And so most people in the S quadrant don't know how to be in the B quadrant, or they don't think they have the resources to start and create a business. And that actually everybody can do so with less than $1,000. You can create your business and be up and running, have your business bank account and everything going, and that puts you in a different tax bracket just by starting. And we're going to be really going over that in the Ivy League Coaching Academy. But to help people get started, I remember when I was in the S quadrant, I had a lot of years of experience, a lot of knowledge. People hired me as a consultant to teach on personal development and self-improvement, but I did not have the resources or the know-how how to put it together and package it in a way to market and build on myself. And it took years to get to that point. And technically, I didn't get to that point until I created ILCA. And I spent a lot of money to do so, to put the background together. What you guys see the front end, you don't see the back end, what it takes from all the websites, the developers, the contractors, the people I have to pay, and all that. You think there's a lot of money that's being made. Oh no, there's a lot of money that goes out. I was sharing with my dad that the other day, how much comes in, but how much is expenses. Then you got taxes. So there's a whole lot of things that come with that that the average person doesn't understand. And we've created a partnership program to lead people in to being able to market themselves. And another reason why we did this too is when we talk about the crypto side of things, we know, especially if you're part of our inner circle and you're part of our community, we all know how important getting educated in the space is. We know how important that other people out there need to do it. We all know leaders out there that have large communities and influence. Yet they do not promote crypto education, or more importantly, they don't want to promote our crypto education. And I've talked to these individuals over the years and I asked them, why? Why is that? Is it you just don't like me? Is that the issue? Because if you don't like me, that's fine. At least get it somewhere. They said, no, that's not the case. The case is they don't want to brand me to their community because they're busy building their own brand. They're like, Brandon, we're trying to be like you. I'm not trying to put all my people to you. And so that gave me an idea because for years I used to be able to white label my crypto education courses to big companies, universities. I didn't think about allowing individuals to be able to do that. So what we've done is we've created a partnership where people say, Brandon, I don't want to just be a member of your community or an affiliate. Can we partner where we will create for you your own social media brand, your face, your name, your colors, your brand, whatever it is you want to be, whatever you want to be called, where you'll be able to put that all together, market to your community, and sell my product. My product is generic. In my videos, I never say my name. I never say ILCA, and I don't even show my face. You only hear my voice. So anybody can use that. So if you've got a large community that you know need to be crypto educated, but you're hesitant about pointing them to another community because you want to keep them in-house, you can partner with us, be able to sell our crypto education to your community, keep it in your house, and we will split the difference 50-50. Not only that, I will allow you to sell my product at a discounted rate. So it is more beneficial for people to purchase the product from you than if they get it directly from me. And then I'm going to go even a step further. We just had a meeting, partnership meeting with my marketing team and our partners yesterday. I wanted to introduce them so they can see the company that we're using. And I am going to be heavily, I'm already starting right now, heavily marketing and advertising ILCA to the public. For the last 4 years, I've never paid for any type of paid advertisements. It's ILCA has been only word of mouth, warm market to everybody. The community you see here hasn't been because of any type of advertising. Well, I'm looking to move ILCA to a whole nother level and doing advertising to put more eyeballs on our products. Well, how are our partners going to benefit? Well, because I'm going to be directing those new eyeballs to our partnership sites by basically saying, you want crypto education, get it from one of our partners at a discount. Our partners are going to be able to earn and have the potential to earn a lot of money, anywhere between a couple $1,000s a month to six figures in a year. And so I'm excited about this. So now that you can keep your own brand, keep your own community. We handle everything on the back end. We even provide the product that you're going to be marketing and selling. And if you have your own product, you can also put that on there to sell because a lot of people don't know how to put a platform together or a website or a merchant account or back office tracking or the funnels or the follow-up emails, the CRM, all of that stuff. We already have built in-house. And so that is what our partnership program is about. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it over to Miss Marnita Casa to show you guys an example and a presentation of our partnership program. And then I'm going to come back with some updates. And depending on how much time we have, maybe a little sneak peek of what our Inner Circle Crypto Talk is all about. So without further ado, let's bring on superstar Miss Marnita Casa.
Hello. Mr. Ivy said, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. That got me excited. Okay, you guys, I just want to shout out Mr. Leonard Long. He is one of our partners, and he gave me permission to use his site and his back office as a way to be able to give you guys examples of what we have getting cooked up for you. Before I get started, I do want to also say congratulations to Miss Rita B. Let me tell you something. As a woman in this industry, we come far and few. And so to see another woman, a mother, a business owner, somebody who is looking to set up generational wealth for her family. Miss Rita B shows up to all of our meetings. She shows up to everything we have going on, all the events. And then this woman is actually taking marketing classes as well, if I'm not mistaken. And during her off time, she still went into the back office and was able to complete. And these aren't just a little bit of questions. These are a lot of questions, a lot of thorough questions. She went in there and completed everything, even after everything she's doing. So woman to woman, mother to mother, crypto queen to crypto queen. Miss Rita B, congratulations to you. We are so very proud of your success, and we cannot wait to see what else you got going on in the future, love. Okay, you guys, so I'm super excited. I'm super excited about this partnership program. As Mr. Ivey stated, now I'm not going to take a lot of time. Those of you that know me know if I'm excited about something, I can talk about it for hours. So I'm not going to take a lot of time because it's super, super important that you guys get a taste of what we have Crypto Talk for. Yes, we definitely want to help you make money, but more than anything, as Mr. Ivey always says, education is key, baby. Education is everything. We can show you how to make money. We can even give you the tools to make that money. But where the real work comes in is teaching you not only how to keep the money, but to maintain it and to multiply it. And one of the ways that we're going to do this is by our partnership program. Now, I had spoken up earlier talking about times today. And I have to tell you guys, my background is I don't come from like a very well-to-do family. In fact, I am an ex-welfare recipient, government assistance. My family and I was one of those families that needed that. But because we decided to get educated, because we decided to do something different, we are now on our way to living the life that we have always dreamed of. And big part of that is becoming entrepreneurs. And that's what we have set up for you guys right now. So welcome to the Ivy League Partnership Program, where you are not only going to be able to have a full CRM system. And if you don't know what a CRM system is, it's basically a system that keeps all your contacts, all your funnels, all your emails right in one place, where it's a one-stop shop for you to be able to go regarding your business. So we provide you with the CRM system. We provide you with emails that go out. We provide you with a website, and we provide you with a funnel for your business. And now that we have locked hands with a professional, wonderful marketing team, you guys now have access to our marketing team. Not some marketing team that we found on Fiverr, babies. No, this marketing team is the same team who is putting together 2026 for ILCA. So we want to make sure that not only do you have professional websites, but you are also learning the tricks and trades about marketing. You are also learning and having access to a professional marketer that have been in the business for over 10 years. And like Mr. Ivey said, we had a phenomenal meeting, but that's not our only one. We have actually scheduled 2 meetings a month for our partners to sit down and talk with this professional team, go over your websites, figure out what are the best places for you to be able to market yourself. What are the best colors? What are the best ways to get to your avatar? It's just so much information, so many resources, and so many tools that we have added. So I'm going to give you guys a quick sneak peek of what you can, let's say, expect if you become one of ILCA partners. All righty. I hope I'm sharing the right screen. Do you guys see PILCA?
Yes, we do.
Let's go. Okay, you guys, this is Leonard Long's website. What we do is we sit down with you when you decide that you want to become an ILCA partner. You first have a meeting with Mr. Ivey, and basically he lets you know what we're going to do with this partnership. What are your benefits? What you cannot do. That's very important as well, as far as being a partner. Now, if that interview goes well for not only yourself, but for Mr. Ivey as well, then you have a scheduled meeting with me. Now, once you have the scheduled meeting with me, that's where the magic happens, baby. We sit down and we set up not only your back office, but we talk about the colors that you like. We get pictures of you that we can place all over your website. We also talk about what are your goals? What do you want to do? Do you want to make $5,000 a month? Or do you want to make 50 million a year? Hello, because both are achievable with the ILCA partnership program, especially now that we have locked hands with this phenomenal marketing team. So when we sit down, you and I sit down and we get everything put together, we create a rough draft of a website. Now that we have our marketing team, what we are also going to do is schedule an appointment with you and the lead of the marketing team so you guys can then take a look at the finished product. She can go in there, she can kind of tweak some things, or we could just leave it as is. And then we get you on your way to being able to be a real entrepreneur. Oh, also, that's another thing you guys will be learning. We're not just going to throw you out there. Let's say you're brand new to this. We're not going to just throw you to the wolves. No, you will also have trainings from Mr. Ivey himself, teaching you about entrepreneurship, teaching you about having a personal development and having a business mindset. Again, without the education, we can give you all the tools, all the resources. But if you're not educated, it's going to be very hard for you to keep it, maintain it, and then grow it. So as we see over here, this is Papa Leonard, Papa Leonard's Ivy League Crypto Academy website. There he is. Hey, Leonard. Okay, so I think this is absolutely beautiful. I love the colors. It is very aesthetically pleasing. You have a little information about who Papa Leonard is. Now, Mr. Ivey stated that we started this because there are people out there that don't want to brand ILCA more or less, but they want to do something for themselves. But the way we have this set up, my goodness, you guys, let's say you do. Let's say you love everything about ILCA and Mr. Ivey. You want to tell the world you are a partner with him. You can do that as well. And the information and the things that you will learn being an ILCA partner can actually be taken and put to any other business you choose to have. Let's say you have, like myself, I have an all natural skin and hair care product company. So all the things that I'm able to learn through our marketing team, through the ILCA partnership program, I can actually take that information and use it towards another business. This is so wonderful. So as you can see, we definitely want to showcase you. This is your company, your brand. We talk about who Mr. Papa Leonard is. We talk about a solid foundation in blockchain basics. Everybody needs this. As you can see, beautiful colors. It shouts technology. It shouts future. And that's exactly what we want for you. Build wealth with confidence. A lot of, let's say, inspirational wording is put in there. We give all the information that's needed regarding our wonderful memberships. These buttons right here go directly to your link. So there's no worries about what is owed. All of that is done in the back office. And then once a month, you will receive a fat paycheck. As long as you're out there sharing everything that we have, we also have a section here for the 5-day challenge. Now, a lot of you are like, you know what? I might not have people that are ready to purchase right now, but I know some people that need to be on the 5-day challenge. Good. That's where we want people to start to fall in love with the education first before they fall in love with making the money. So we also have a section there where you can be featured. I love this. I love this. Where you can be featured on a banner for the ILCA challenge. And what's so cool about this is that this banner you can actually share on your social media platforms as well outside of your website. So we have that. And then we also say, looking forward to learning with you. We have a disclaimer on the end of all of our websites just to cover your tushy and to cover ours. So as far as the back office is concerned, when you do join up and you become a partner with us, this is what your CRM system is going to kind of look like. There are some things here in Leonard's back office that you will not see in yours. That's only because he's one of the first. So we were just giving him all kind of permissions in there. But what you should expect to see is you're going to have access to conversations where all of your ingoing and outgoing emails from anybody in your contact list is going to be. So not only will you see the new emails that are coming in, but you will also see the email history between you and that client. We have a calendar section where you can actually set up a calendar link for people to be able to set up appointments with you. Now, if you decide to use this calendar feature, that is something that you and I will meet about on a separate time, and we can get that going and working for you. Because if you're like me, I love to sit one-on-one with the clients to be able to get to know them better. Your contacts, of course, is going to show all the people that come into your business. So for example, when your website is out there, if anybody registers under you for the 5-day challenge, if anybody registers or purchases something from your website, their information will show up right here in the contacts list where you can be able to contact them and be able to keep updates going to them. Now, under your marketing tab, you will have access to emails. I am in the process right now. Please bear with me. It should be done within a couple of weeks, but I am in the process of creating a how-to video for you guys. So you can go in here and create your own emails, be able to send out your own updates and all of that good stuff and know how to do it. So you're able to come in here and do emails. Now, the emails that are attached to, let's say, your products that you'll be selling, they will already be done for you. So if you look here under marketing, all of these emails were done by our company. And basically these emails are attached to all of the services you provide. So if somebody orders something or purchases something, they will get an email automatically sent out to them from you saying, welcome to the community, and giving them all the information that they need to get started. You will also have automation that's put in. The automation is basically the workflow. So what this is, again, we do this in the back office for you, but I just want you to understand that when you have these automations, that means when somebody clicks a button, you don't do anything. Everything is done automatically for you. We have a sites area where, as you can see, your website and your marketing page, if you choose to have one, is available to you here. Like Miss Carla. Miss Carla actually went outside of our marketing team and decided to have somebody else create a landing page for her. And so having this system allows you, if you decide to go with your own marketing team or have somebody else do something for you, that is possible with you still being a partner. So we wanted to make sure that was for you. Now, all this stuff down here, you're not going to see it. Don't you worry about that. That is coming in 2026 when we open up more services to you. But outside of that, family, I am so super excited about the potential of what you as an entrepreneur can do with this one-stop shop system. Now that we have access to a professional marketing team that can help you create professional sites, help you create professional funnels, and give you the knowledge on how to share it, there is no stopping you. So with that, I hope to see each and every one of you join the partnership program, because we all need to create generational wealth. Other than that, Mr. Ivey, it's back to you, sir.
All right, all right. Fantastic job as always, Miss Casa. So we have several of our partners already on, like Carla Rigo, Maggie, Anna. Great, great, great job. We have a lot coming for you guys. We'd love to have more partners. Let me do something else too. I want to show you guys the money. Is that okay? Because I know a lot of people want to make money, right? Let me show you what's possible. Now, inside of ILCA, we do have an affiliate side. This is not MLM. This is not network marketing. This is not, direct sales type stuff like that. Oh, by the way, Miss Rita B, if you're able to, because I'd love if you can share some words with everybody, let me know or raise your hand because I want to bring you up soon after I say this. But let me show you guys what we have as far as our memberships. Gold membership, diamond membership, and platinum membership. 49, 115, and 149. I am going to give you guys an update too, because I'll be talking more about this next month. These are going to be changing January 2026. We're launching the Ivy League Coaching Academy. So we're changing how our memberships are and what's going to be offered in them. But for right now, for the rest of this year, this is what we have, our three memberships. For the affiliate side, if you're a gold member, you will earn 5% commission on anything that you share ILCA with, and they decide to make a purchase of anything from our memberships or our courses. Our courses are $24.99 to get all 13 courses. And you can break them up in bundle packages too for $750 each on the bundle package if you just want several others. But here, $24.99 for all of our courses. Our partners sell them for $9.99 instead of $24.99. But if you're a gold member, you get 5% of that. If you're a diamond member, you earn 10% commissions. And this is only a one level. There's no two levels, multi-levels. If you're a platinum membership, you earn 20% if you share ILCA with others. But if you're a partner, you earn 50%. Let me pull that page up. ILCA founders. If you're a partner, you will receive 50% of any sale. Now, you just want to become a partner, go to ilcafounders.com, make an appointment, and we'll have that meeting as Ms. Casas shared. Let me talk to you about the money. Since you don't have to sell the product at $249, you're selling it at $99, you're earning 50%. What if you've got a community? You got 50 people in your community that you know needs crypto education, and they get the courses, all 13 courses, 200 videos for $9.99. You earn $500 times 50. You just made $25,000 branding yourself. What if you're an individual that has a large community? You're one of those people that says, I have a list, the money's in the list. You send out one email blast and everybody comes running. You got an email list of 10,000 people. And out of 10,000 people, only 2%, understand what I'm saying here, only 2% decide to take you up on your crypto education. That's 200 sales. At $500, you just made $100,000. I know these are numbers that Carla's looking at, that Maggie's looking at, but what if you had a lot more? And this is the type of income that could be made just by being a partner on a product you didn't have to create, on a website you didn't have to put together. Now, what is the cost to becoming a partner? Because remember, I talked about we're getting you into the B quadrant, business owner. The cost of me building ILCA, I've spent more than 6 figures on my own company. A lot of people just trying to make 6 figures a year profit. Are you willing to spend that much money? Well, you don't have to with us even to get started. You get started with us for $2,500 to get this program set up for you and $199 a month to maintain. That's it. I wish I had that, but that's it. And you do just a couple of sales a year, you're in profit immediately. So that is what we have to offer here that we're very, very excited about. And let me pull this over here. Okay, so next, I don't see Rita. Okay, so let me move on here. So next, let me show you guys a sneak peek at what our crypto or our inner circle is about. And this, we lead off with what we call the 5-day challenge. And the 5-day challenge, our very next one, is this month, September 22nd. That whole week is our next 5-day challenge. I'm bringing back panelists for this month. I already have confirmed Professor from Morehouse College, Oscar Sistrunk. So Oscar will be here with us. He's going to be talking about, I asked him to talk about something we brought up in our inner circle, the Bitcoin halving that happens every 4 years. That 18-month cycle is coming to an end. And so I asked if he could speak on that cycle. So that's coming up and I have about two, maybe three more panelists as well. Guys that are going to be speaking at different blockchain expos this year. They're panelists for them. So we're going to have fun with that this month. And because of a couple of calls, one we had with our partners yesterday, and also the fact that Rita is our very first ILCA certified member. And I think it's poetic justice that the women are leading the way. Way before I created ILCA, I used to do some talks on where are the women at in the crypto space, how big this is, and how women approach this space different than men. There's a difference in that, and that we have women leading the way in ILCA. Fellas, come on now. Where are you at? But the women are leading the way. So because of that, I'm going to do next month's 5-day challenge in October. It's going to be women, it's dedicated to women in crypto. And I'm going to look to having panelists that are going to come on to speak that are all women panelists. Normally I do that once, at least once a year. So we're going to do that next month, and I'm excited for that as well. So after the 5-day challenge, we invite you to be a part of our community. We start off with our inner circle, VIP members. And the inner circle members, they get a lot. One, they get to be VIPs. Let me see, ILCA Crypto News.com. CryptoNews.com. They get VIP access on our 5-day challenge, where they are able to ask questions, and they get access to me almost every day. We do Inner Circle Crypto Talk, and that allows us to stay up to date and on point with everything that's going on in the crypto space. The Inner Circle is priceless. It is the backbone and the most important piece of this ILCA community. It's not so much that you're learning from me, but it's more that we are learning together. What I normally do on a day-to-day basis to keep myself informed, I'm just turning on the camera and the mic and taking you on the journey with me. And I learn from you guys. I even get involved in things you guys bring to the table. We have 4 new crypto launches that I did not find. The community found that we're already in position in right now. Token launches, and it's tokens like these that people get rich overnight, like Shiba Inus and Doge, and even when Binance launched for the first time. Does that mean that every single one of these is a hit? No. We lose as well, but we win far more than anything that we lose. And so this inner circle crypto talk is priceless. Now, I only do that for the inner circle 4 days a week. I also, though, will do it once a week public on Saturday. And sometimes during the 5-day challenge week, I'll do it public to give the public an idea on what it's like to be in our inner circle crypto talks. These crypto talks are not like your favorite crypto influencers on YouTube that's trying to get clicks, and that's how they make their money. I do my crypto talks because I'm trying to learn. And then I take that knowledge to make money with it instead of trying to make my money off of you guys entertaining you. There's a difference. I used to do crypto talk since 2017, twice a day, openly. So we're going to do a quick sneak peek at this. And I know this is football season, so I will keep this short. This is Saturday for college football. So we're gonna jump into first thing that we like to do is look at what's going on in the traditional space. Oh, I see you, Rita. Are you telling me you want to speak? Are you telling me you're ready? All right, hold on one second. Rita, if you can, let me stop sharing screen here. Okay. Rita, if you can, please share with everybody, why you joined the ILCA community, and then what caused you to actually want to go through all the questions, get certified, and why you feel education is so important here.
Happy Saturday, everyone. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Marnita. Well, I came to ILCA through my dear friend Patty. She and I are very like-minded and share a lot of common interests. She brought me into this community because she cares about me and she wants to see me win, like we all want to see each other win. And I went to a 5-day challenge, probably 2 or 3, like right in the beginning when you first started. I took like maybe 2 or 3 challenges before I did a final challenge. And I said, okay, wait, I keep, yeah, I had to hear the information a few times, but then it finally clicked to me that this was the right place to be at the right time. And then I was, on the interview call with Lynette, and that was my first project, MoveQuest. And it just happens, happened to all line up for me to get into space, make money right away, where I was able to take the profits from MoveQuest and invest in my education, and joined the platinum membership to get all of the courses, because I'm the kind of person, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. I want to learn everything. Patty and I were setting up one of the projects yesterday on the call, and we had to do, lots of transferring and doing all of the different, requirements you need to do when you're setting up a new project. And we were like, thank goodness for the education that we have, because there were so many steps that we would not have been able to do without the education. So it's so powerful to be in a community where you can learn and make money from the education, so learning and earning, as you would say. And yes, I'm taking classes through UCSD digital marketing certification to kind of go with the crypto education, learning about AI. I'm the kind of person that I'm a lifelong learner. I love to learn. And so, right, this year has been a year of me just getting the education. I was very grateful to pass those tests, and they're not easy tests. Marnita's right. There's, some of the questions are like, wait, I got 1 or 2 wrong, but I kept on going. And just the courses were so valuable. I actually retained most of the information and was able to, get those answers right. And I feel comfortable with this education. I'm actually able to do transactions and know that I'm doing the right things when I'm transacting in crypto. So I mean, it's not a simple industry to be in. You definitely need an education if you want to safeguard your losses and be secure. So I can honestly say that this education has given me the confidence to not only make money in this space, but keep money in this space, and know what I'm doing. So thank you for that.
All right. Thank you, Rita. Thank you for sharing. So my next question is, who's next? Who will be the second person that gets ILCA certified? Will it be the women who are already leading the way, or will it be one of you fellas that's going to make it happen? All right. So thank you for sharing that, Rita. Now let's get to what crypto talk. So one of the things we do is we look at the markets to see what's going on in the traditional markets, because that also impacts what's happening in the digital and the crypto space. So right now, as the U.S. markets ended on Friday down, the Dow's down 220 points. It's still above 45,400. We had negative job reports over this past week, and I know that there's pointing fingers as to why that is. Is it Trump's fault? Is it Jerome Powell's fault? Is it Biden's fault? Whoever you're listening to, there's somebody's going to say it's somebody else's fault. Bottom line is it is down 220 points. S&P, Nasdaq is down. Europe is also all the way in the red for Europe. Asia is all in the green. Now, interesting that this is happening because Asia, or China in particular, held a summit hosting Iran, Russia, North Korea, and maybe India at a huge get together, a meeting over there, summit. And the Asian markets are in the green. Let's see, what's the futures, little in the red. Now let's take a look at the crypto markets. How's the crypto markets responded as well? So if the traditional markets is in the red, let's see crypto this morning. Let's refresh that. So, oh, this looks really flatline. Here's something else, guys. When we did in the inner circle, while I was teaching you guys how to read the charts, whenever you see something like this, where the percent change is almost flat, and there's really nothing happening, green means new money coming into the entire space. Red means money leaving the entire space, not just going into Tether or a stable coin. Now, when it's flat like this, that doesn't mean that there's no, all the other numbers are going to be flat as well. That just means there's going to be internal trading between tokens and stable coins. So that's good. I think I forgot to mention that last time I was teaching how to read the charts. But we got Bitcoin dominance is at 56.6%. Ethereum's, this is dropping. This was at 14%. 13.2% Ethereum. Trending, anything catching my eye? Oh, World Liberty Financial popped up at least 6.6%. I told my inner circle I am not trading on this token. To me, it's a pump and dump. Let's see. Bitcoin is at 110,000. And it's funny watching the media freak out because Bitcoin dropped from 128,000 to 110,000. And they're acting like the sky's falling and Bitcoin's going to zero. I think that's hilarious. But Ethereum is above 44,000, is slightly down 0.5%. Let's see. XRP is below the $3 range, really. Now it's down to $2.81, down 0.6%. Yeah, this had a rocky week earlier. Let's see here. Oh, this is Saturday. I got to go by week to week. All right, Bitcoin is actually up 1.9% on the week. Ethereum is down 1.9%. That's an interesting shift. Normally they're aligned with each other. Ripple up 0.5, BNB, Solana's up 1.3. Any outlier here over the past week? Hype went up 6.9%. Bitcoin Cash, why did that one jump? 9.8%. Chronos dropped 14%. Those in our diamond class, I think we can bet my Chronos positions have not hit. As soon as I made that purchase, it's only gone down. And that happens. I'm not gonna exit it. I'm gonna stay and keep it right there. Uh, let's see. Down, Toncoin is down 2.4. Polkadot is up 1.3. Uniswap is down 4. Ethena is up 11.3. Monero's up 2.5. Aave's down 4.7. Pepe is down 2.5. Oh, you got to be kidding me. M up 161%. Now, for those of you not in the diamond class, that was one of the tokens that we had been trading on early, and then we got stuck on it, and it looked like it had its run, and then it made a comeback over the last 2 weeks. It made a major comeback, up 161%. And any of you diamond members get back on that? Anybody? I know I did. We talked about it last diamond class, but I did not buy back into that because I didn't know what it was going to do. Pi Network is down 9.1. Oh, this is another one. Stories up 23.6% on the week. Interesting. Okay. Sky's up 15.8%. Best performers on the week. It's going to be M and then Story. No, Pump. That's another token we've been watching in our diamond class. Anybody in the diamond class? Any of you guys got in on Pump when we saw that last week? Up 30%, Stories up 23. Catherine, you got in on that? Sky's up 15.8. Ethena's 11.3. OKB 9.8. These tokens had a pretty good week. Who did not? This is the worst performer. World Liberty Financial, Donald Trump's company. But it did pop up the last 24 hours. So yeah, that was a pump and dump. Maybe it can recover. We'll see. It's only less than a week old. Chronos, of course, down 14%. But I did put a stop loss on that, if you guys remember. But my other 50% is still riding on that. So I'll wait for this to pop back up. Bonk, Caspa, VeChain, Chainlink, Aave. All right. Next thing we do too is we look at some of the headlines on the news. So, in the sake of time, I'm not going to read all of the news. And for those of you that's watching us for the first time, I do not look at these articles beforehand. I don't read them beforehand and then come to you guys to talk about it. The community, you guys post the articles. We have a resource group for articles, and Miss Casa has them all laid out for me in the morning. And then I just pull up whatever topics of the headlines that I see. Hey, what's going on here? Refresh. I just pull up the headlines that I see that I like, and I read it live with you guys. So you're getting my reaction live with you. So SEC launches a task force targeting foreign pump and dump schemes, threatening U.S. investors. Well, what about local, domestic pump and dump schemes? Because by all measures, WLFI was a pump and dump. Is that going to be investigated? No, it's not. It will not. The SEC is unleashing an aggressive new task force to target foreign-based companies exploiting U.S. markets through pump and dump and ramp and dump manipulation schemes. I have not heard that term in a while. Ramp and dump. See if they say something on that one. Let's see. The cross-border task force will focus initially on investigating potential U.S. federal securities law violations related to foreign-based companies, including potential market manipulation, such as pump and dump and ramp and dump schemes. The task force will focus on enforcement efforts on gatekeepers, particularly auditors and underwriters, which help these companies access U.S. capital markets. In other words, they're saying, okay, we're going to go after you enablers. It's like it's always interesting. One of my other little cousins asked me a question about how ICE is doing raids, and they're arresting whoever they might consider that's illegal, but they're not prosecuting those who are hiring them. Even employees in the United States, you got to do a KYC. It's the law. And so they're not being punished either. Well, here the SEC says we're going to go after those auditors and underwriters who are helping them. They're enabling the pump and dump schemes to operate in the U.S. In addition, it will examine potential securities law violations related to companies from foreign jurisdictions such as China, where governmental control and other factors pose unique investor risks. A pump and dump is a fraudulent scheme where people artificially boost an asset's price with hype, then sell their shares quickly for profit, causing the price to crash. We have a lesson on pump and dump. I think it's in Bitcoin 101. What that is, how it works, how to spot the pump and dumps. Now, let's see. The cross-border task force will leverage the Division of Enforcement's resources and expertise to combat international market manipulation and fraud. We are pleased to be a part of this critical effort to enforce the federal securities law and protect U.S. investors. And again, I ask, what about the domestic side? The people who should be screaming bloody murder are those in the, well, no, it's not Donald Trump Jr.'s inner circle. It's the ones outside of that. Inner circle members. You remember when we talk about the circle of a pump and dump, where you've got the main players right in the middle. Then you've got their inner circle on the outside. Then you have their outer circle. Then you have their community. And then you have the outside forces. And it starts in the middle and it just flows out. And so by the time it gets out, the people in the middle start to sell. So the closest you are to the center, the more money you're going to make. The further away from the center you go, the greater chance you're going to have that you're going to lose everything. And what would we find? Was that 80 or 90 something percent of investors in WLFI lost money and 11 individuals made millions? I think that's what it came down to on that last week. All right, next we've got Bitcoin tumbles. Really? Another thing with me is I like to read things like a lawyer, and I pay attention to adjectives that are being used to describe an event. It doesn't say Bitcoin lost ground or Bitcoin retreated or Bitcoin fell. Bitcoin tumbles to 110K. You take this same headline, and we go back 5 years. And let's say I'm doing a crypto talk 5 years ago, which I was, and I come back to the from the future and say, look at this, read this headline right here. And at the time, Bitcoin 5 years ago was what, like $25,000 a coin? And I read a headline, Bitcoin tumbles to $110,000. I'd be excited. A weak jobs report by the Bureau of Labor Statistics confirmed the gloomy employment outlook previously reported by human resources firm ADP. Uh-oh, whenever there's a bleak job report, somebody's about to get fired. Who's going to get fired this time? More weak jobs data triggers second Bitcoin sell-off price. Now, for us, this is opportunity. If you hear and you see how what happens, if you hear anything about, oh, the job reports isn't going to look good, get ready to buy because you can buy the dip. So we've seen this pattern. Every time the last time the jobs report we got was last month, Bitcoin dipped then too. So we're seeing a pattern here. So be ready to next month, be ready to buy again. So let's see, dipped to 110,000 after it had topped 113,000 earlier in the day. The U.S. economy only added 22,000 jobs in August. Unemployment rate has crept up to 4.3%, revealing a loss of 13,000 jobs instead of the 14,000 gain previously reported. July's figures were also rejigged and showed a gain of 79,000 positions, 7,000 higher than the previous reported 73,000. All right, let's see this. Okay, August 2024. And then throughout the year, October was down, December exploded. February 2025, April was up, and then all of a sudden we cratered. Now, why did this happen? And it's important to understand this. Don't play politics with this. Don't say it was Biden's fault because you love Trump, and don't say it is Trump's fault because you hate him. You gotta be in this space, you gotta take emotions out of it and just look at what is cause and effect. And you got to be able to do so without being butthurt about if it doesn't agree with what you believe in. Because this is going to be important. Are we going to continue to see this trend? Some people are pointing to tariffs as an issue because employers are being impacted with the prices, the cost of goods and services, so they can't afford to hire more employees. Others are saying, well, it's because we deported a whole bunch of illegal immigrants, and that's because the job numbers went down. Others are saying it might be because Jerome Powell did not lower interest rates in time, and that might be the cause of it. So it's important to kind of know these things for the future reference. Don't play politics with this. So August down here, will this trend continue? Or what could have kept this trend here? What happened to go from this to this? Can we point to anything? Friday's jobs report is the first one to be published since President Donald Trump fired former BLS Commissioner Erica McIntyre last month. The president alleges McIntyre strategically revised employment numbers to make the Trump administration look bad. I don't care about the Trump administration look bad. Just give me the numbers. Good or bad, we need to know what they are. I don't want to have some sycophant up there that's only going to tell the president what he wants to hear. That's not real. That goes whether it's Biden or Trump. The jobs number was certainly a little bit of a disappointment, but there was a Goldman Sachs study that came out yesterday that showed that because the BLS hasn't really done a good job on its seasonal adjustment in August, that they tend to revise this number up by almost 70,000 jobs. Really? So you're saying it's actually worse? Or that this should be revised back up? So if it's 22,000, so what is it really, around 90 something thousand jobs? Bitcoin was priced at 111,000 at the time of reporting. Bitcoin's been trading now 119,000 to 113,000 in between. Okay. All right. Next one up here. Let's see. French elite police force kidnapped Swiss man held for cryptocurrency ransom. A French elite police unit recently rescued a young Swiss national who had been kidnapped for a cryptocurrency ransom in Valence on August 31st. Cryptocurrency ransom. The French elite police unit ground forces recently rescued a young Swiss national held hostage for a crypto ransom. The successful raid conducted in the city of Valence led to the liberation of the victim and the arrest of 7 suspects who are now facing kidnapping charges. According to the report, the operation, which took place on August 31st, unfolded after the GIGN unit supported by officers from the Grenoble Research Section. The victim had been kidnapped in Valence and held for several days. Law enforcement acted after receiving a tip-off that the kidnappers were demanding a ransom in crypto. The young man was found tied up in a house. The Lyon prosecutor's office confirmed the details, stating that the investigation involved close to 150 members of the National Gendarmerie. I just watched a show. Oh, sometimes whenever I do this, my memory, because I'm focused on something else. I just watched a show, I think it was on Netflix, about the British Prime Minister, a woman, and her husband was kidnapped in France. And the whole show's about getting them back, being held for ransom. This is interesting. A prosecutor's office statement detailed the operation, which was authorized by the Lyon jurisdiction. The raid led to the arrest of the primary suspect and 2 other individuals, with 4 additional suspects arrested as investigators located the victim. Oh, it's called Hostage. Thank you, Joyce. Yeah, it's a show called Hostage. That was actually pretty good. Talk about women power. The French president was a woman, and the British PM was a woman. The 7 individuals were brought before an investigating judge to face charges that include kidnapping and arbitrary detention. How did they know he was with crypto and how much money he might have had? This doesn't say. But crypto kidnapping. Okay. 2 more and then I gotta run. If the world start to believe that the jobs are not accurate, do you think that will drive massive? Yes, because that's a great. Let me read that again for those that is on YouTube that doesn't see this. The question was, if the world starts to believe that the job and GDP numbers the government reports are not accurate, do you think that will drive mass adoption of crypto? And the answer is yes, because crypto is all about trust. When we had the financial crash in 2008, President George Bush said the word trust dozens of times. You have to trust us, trust the system. We'll get it back on track. Without trust, our economy collapses because the dollar's not backed by nothing. It's not backed by gold. It's only backed by trust. And we can't break that trust. Crypto is not based on trust. Crypto is based on math, not beliefs, not your religious beliefs, not your political beliefs, not manipulation. Nobody can manipulate it. And if we can't trust the system, because right now, if you, I did see this. Our economy right now is facing things we haven't seen since the Great Recession. This is what the numbers is looking like. And if the president decides, I don't like how y'all are reporting it, I'm firing you and I'm going to hire people that is only loyal to me. We can't trust it because they're only going to say what you want to hear. I cannot have sycophants around me. You got to tell me like it is. Marnita does that. Sometimes I don't like it, but sometimes you got to hear it. You need to have the truth. But no, if the world can't trust our numbers, it's not only going to impact the United States, it's going to impact the globe. And that's a problem. So if you can't trust that system, fast you're going to have a new system that comes in that people will trust. And that is why Bill Gates said in 2014, Bitcoin is freedom. Did you guys see the hot mic of Mark Zuckerberg with the president yesterday? You guys paying attention to what happened? For those of you who did not, the president was hosting billionaires at a White House dinner, Rose Garden or something. And Trump turned to Mark Zuckerberg and said, "Yeah, so how much are you guys, you're going to be investing and whatnot?" And Zuckerberg was like, yeah, like $600 billion by 2028." And they're like, "Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's good." You're clapping. And then like a couple minutes later, they say a few moments later, he leans over, "Hey, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't know what number you wanted to go with." Trump, that's all fake anyway. If you can't trust that, this is your money you're dealing with. You're going to fall on something you do trust, and that's crypto. This is one of these. Here's why you wouldn't be a Bitcoin millionaire from a 2010 $1 purchase. Why you wouldn't? Oh, the time travel millionaire myth, surviving Bitcoin. Let me come back to this one. The second up article, because I do want to look at that one real quick. CBDC debate. This caught my eye because I got something wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong. I'm not always right. I'm right about 80% of the time. What I have wrong in when it comes to crypto is sometimes the timing. But eventually it happens what I predict. But I predicted, this is what I got wrong. At the end of each year, I prepare courses for the new year. And I look for what I believe is going to be the next shining ball in crypto, the hot topics, and I pick them. And I thought that CBDC would be a hot topic in 2025 because the whole world for the last few years have all been getting prepared and ready. And I have entire courses on CBDC. So I know this information and what's heading. The problem, though, is there was backlash to the whole CBDC. And for those of you who don't know what that means, that's central bank digital currency. There was backlash in the United States with the Republican Party, and it started being led by during the presidential primaries with Governor DeSantis and then Abbott in Texas, Florida, saying that we don't want to have no CBDCs, government control and surveillance of all of our money. And they created a movement behind that. And then Trump came in and said, "Yeah, we're going to make it illegal. No CBDC." But eventually, the entire world will be using CBDCs. Okay. It's inevitable. So I wrote an entire course on it. Here's what I got wrong. That isn't the hot topic of 2025. It's actually stable coins. And I had stable coins now too, and I was choosing between which one to do, and I chose CBDC. I chose wrong. I am correcting that because I'm writing the stablecoin courses right now. But finally, some news about CBDCs. So CBDC debate continues in the US as Congress returns from recess. And if you don't know the difference between a stablecoin and a CBDC, you definitely need ILCA crypto education. You got to know the difference. Lawmakers are faced with a choice to block the creation of a US digital currency due to privacy concerns, though critics oft argue the fight is more about politics. It is more about politics because the decision has already been made. There will be a CBDC in the United States. It's original. They already have a name for it. It's called the Fed dollar. Donald Trump, before he started running his mouth against it, was saying that, we should call it the Trump dollar. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he wanted to name it. But it is already coming. As U.S. lawmakers return from their August recess, the debate over central bank digital currencies is once again at the forefront. Why? Why is it back at the forefront now? It's all about stablecoins right now in America. Let's see here. Whether the CBDC debate in Washington reflects real risks or political posturing. It's political posturing for right now. The supporters of the measure argue that a CBDC would endanger civil liberties by giving the government unprecedented access to financial data. Well, here's the deal, guys. They already do right now with your dollar. If you have your money in a bank, the government can freeze it, the government can confiscate it, the government can track everything you spend. How many times have you seen Jason Bourne type movies or I used to watch 24 with Jack Bauer. Anytime you use your credit card or debit card, it got flagged. They know what you're buying. They know what you're purchasing. So this whole privacy thing is just scaremongering. The difference though is I can still pull cash out of the bank and I can buy whatever I want with cash and that not get traced unless someone finds my receipt. So CBDC, that part I do understand. And even if the government says, oh, we wouldn't abuse that authority and track people off their CBDC. Really? What if the government decides we don't want you to have an abortion? Therefore, if you want to pay for it, your card would not go through because we're banning your ability to use your money to pay for that. And some of you will say, that's a great idea. Really? What if the government says, we don't want you to buy firearms anymore, no more guns. And so if next time you go to a gun store and you attempt to buy a gun, you're blocked from buying a gun because we don't like you. We're not going to allow you to purchase that big screen TV at Walmart that you see that you may like because our report indicates that you owe a creditor such and such amount of money. So what you doing buying the flat screen TV when you need to pay this bill over here? You want the government playing Big Brother on you and dictating what you can and can't buy? Well, we see that your medical records show that you have high cholesterol levels or diabetes. Therefore, next time you go to the grocery store, you're prevented from buying any food that's not going to be healthy for you. You guys see where this is going? See, right now, this idea that a CBDC is some urgent threat to American privacy, I just don't see it. That is true. A lot of the current posture is rhetorical and political in nature. That is true. Now that we have stable coins, they're going to expand to become what I've called the jet fuel of the digital economy. That changes the calculus on whether CBDCs are even necessary. Partly true. Partly true. They're just substituting what the CBDC was going to be able to do with stablecoin. Unless if we see here's why I can change my mind. If I see that the rest of the world starts moving more on the stablecoin side than CBDC, then yes, CBDC is not even going to be necessary. The problem is, what if the rest of the world is using stablecoins? What are they going to tie it to? See, a stablecoin is tied 1-to-1 with the US dollar. A CBDC is its own currency. It's like the digital dollar, period, that the government can control. But a stablecoin can also be tied to something else. You may be able to tie it to gold, precious metals, oil, electricity, ultimately, Bitcoin. What if they tie a stablecoin to Bitcoin? Which is going to happen. You'll see that. All right, I'm going to get back to this one here. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Wait. Am I in a twilight zone? Oh, because of the last shooting, they want to come out with a bill to stop transgender people from buying guns. Are you kidding me? How many shootings have we had in the past? And there's a certain demographic that's like 90% of the shooters in that case. The IRA, no, the NRA, National Rifle Association, the NRA and the Republicans block any attempt at any type of gun control, period. But because a transgender was doing it, oh, we're gonna write a bill that bans transgenders from buying it. That's insane. Here's why you wouldn't be a Bitcoin millionaire from a 2010 $1 purchase. How many of you would have loved to buy Bitcoin in 2010? I use the analogy of how many of you had $100 in 2010? $100 worth of Bitcoin in 2010 would be worth more than $21 million today. Mm. The time travel millionaire myth. I'm going a little long today than I normally would, but this is good information. It's almost an irresistible daydream. Step into a time machine, buy a pile of Bitcoin for pennies in 2010, and return to the present to find millions sitting in your accounts. Yeah, that's if you forget you have the money. Who did I think I was talking to Marnita about this. I think maybe Kenny, and I think maybe Leonard. Think Leonard was talking about compounding effect. If you just let something compound for like 6 years and never touched it. The problem is people. We all have a price. At some point, you're selling. The only way that works is if you forgot you had it. I used to use James R. Davis as an example. I forgot the name of the token he got. But he got some token at his launch in January of a year. Forgot he had it for a year and a half. Oh, Marnita, you remember it? It was called Hex. He forgot he had it. Year and a half later, it was worth millions. This is a true story. Think 4 million or 7 million, something it was worth. Had he remembered he had it, he would have sold it long before it got to where it was worth $4-7 million. But he forgot he had it. So let's see what they're saying here. In March 2010, the first recorded Bitcoin exchange price was about 0.003 cents per Bitcoin. That's right, Provost forgot about Gala. And then it walked him off his job. Price was 0.003 cents per Bitcoin. And prices never rose above 40 cents that year. Man, okay, I got a dream mode. I used to love doing this in crypto talks. Let's dream mode this. $1, 0.003 cents. You would have had 333 Bitcoin for $1. Let's say you forgot about it. And today, times $113,000 a coin, that's $37 million. All right. The truth is becoming the truth is becoming a Bitcoin millionaire requires much more than buying early. You would have needed to build a large Bitcoin position and then hold it through multiple 80 to 90% price crashes. That's another thing too. Is humans are emotional. So you holding Bitcoin and you see it go up worth $20,000. You're like, oh, I don't know. And then you start seeing it come down. Oh, it might go to zero. Let me go ahead and cash out now because I don't want to lose it all. Instead of if you never sold it at all, then it went up to 50,000 and 60,000 4 years later. That's difficult to do. There's a term for this. It's called diamond hands. It is much more difficult than you think. Diamond hands. There is an answer to this, and it's called DCA. Type in the chat box what that stands for. DCA. Okay, surviving Bitcoin's price roller coaster. This is a good history lesson. Okay, I am going to save this for Monday. What did I say in Crypto Talk earlier this week? It is good if you understand and know Bitcoin history that you can always go back to. I know Bitcoin history very, very well. So it's a good thing. It's not just about being educated, knowing what something is. It's also about being an historian, knowing your history. And so this is good history stuff. So I'm going to take my time on this. So Monday morning Inner Circle Crypto Talk, this is what we're going to be doing. And we're going to look at the history of this, and this is a great topic. Unfortunately, it's not going to be public. So those of you that's watching on Facebook right now, and hopefully you guys should have been sharing this with everybody and all your Facebook groups and your friends, get free crypto education this morning. But this is going to be for the Inner Circle on Monday. So join our Inner Circle, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. This will be the main topic. Only thing that can mess me up is if we have some major news over the weekend, and there are some major things happening. We've got the U.S. military beefing up in the Caribbean right now and blowing boats out of the water. And there's a debate on whether that's necessary or not, and blah, blah, blah. But we don't know. Well, we have stealth bombers or moved into Puerto Rico. We've got news came out that the U.S. had a secret mission that bashed itself with North Korea back in 2019. We don't know what Donald Trump's going to be saying or doing on Monday morning. So we got a lot taking place. So if there isn't any major news, this is the topic Monday morning. If you are not in the inner circle, then you want to get back to whoever invited you to see this presentation today and get a link from them. And so that you can join. If you don't have anybody, then you want to go to ilca.app, ilca.app, and choose one of our memberships. All three of our memberships put you in the inner circle. Ultimately, this is where you want to be. This is where you're going to get the most value. Just so you guys know, here's a heads up for the platinum members in 2026. You're getting everything you're getting now from VIP, Inner Circle, Diamond memberships, because we have more in the Diamond membership, extra classes. But also, you have access to every single course we've created and the recordings of all the past 3 years. Plus, any new courses that come out, like Ivy League Coaching Academy, all of our platinum members automatically get all of that. And that's a whole new division. And we're coming out with, well, we already have, but we're revising our ILCA marketing. That's going to be in our platinum members. And then we're going to be dropping, well, we already dropped the River of Money group, but we're also going to be dropping the ILCA Health. We are testing out some products right now that we'll be adding into the ILCA Health side. And if you guys want a sneak peek of that, you might want to pay attention to Miss Marnita Casa. Pay attention to her socials, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube videos, because she's in a trial right now of a product. And if this goes good, then I'll be looking at adding that product in ILCA Health, and I'll be making a big deal about it. So those are things that's coming next year. So you definitely want to make sure you are a platinum member. But if you just want to get started, gold membership. That'll put you in the inner circle. All right, that is it for our ILCA presentation today. I hope you guys got a good idea on what it is that we do. We are a community-based group. This is not the Brandon Ivey show. This is about all of you. I want to see who's going to be the next person that will be crypto certified. As far as events coming up, the next travel event that we'll be at the Pinnacle event. Oh, let me share screen again. I meant to do that, and I forgot. The Pinnacle with Damon Crump. Hey, this should already popped up. Pinnacle. Ah, I'll have it ready next time. But we'll be at, oh, wait a minute. I'm going to be at an event on next Sunday, Bobby Buck in Long Beach. And I'll show you. Let's see, Bobby Buck. Cash flow mixer. September 14th. September 14th, 2025. RSVP zblkharte@gmail.com. You want to RSVP for that. I'll be in Long Beach on September 14th at 3:30 p.m. That's Sunday, right? Yeah, I think it's a week from tomorrow. So that's where I'll be there. November 7th, no, November 6th, we will be at, uh, yeah, that's public. You just got our RSVP. So Marnita already posted that in our Telegram group. So we'll make sure we post it again. So anybody in the LA area that wants to pop up to there, I'll be there for that event. And then November 6th will be in New Orleans for the Pinnacle event with Mr. Demond Crump, and we will be doing a 5K walk there as well. So those of you that from the MoveQuest community, you've been out there doing your steps, getting healthy and wealthy, we'll be taking advantage of that. And I thought I had blockchain resale, the Pinnacle. Oh, I'll find it again.
Mr. Ivy,
Yes.
check your messages. I just sent you the Pinnacle event link.
Ah, there it is. Oh, the Pinnacle. I was spelling it doggone wrong. Let me share again. Thank you, Miss Casa. All right, here it is. Did you miss the last Ultimate Pinnacle Summit event? November 6th to the 8th, New Orleans. Join us for an exclusive event. Who are we? The Pinnacle leaders. These are 7 and 8 figure earners. It's like a personal development. Demond Crump, Stormy Wellington. You might have heard of these individuals. She's $1 million a month at least earner right now. Demond Crump, Brooke Jones, Victoria Harris, Sandy Lynn in our community is part of the Pinnacle organization with Demond Crump. The itinerary, day 1, Thursday, November 6th. Registration, welcome to reception. Oh, casino night. Welcome to the Big Easy. Thursday, November 6th, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Caesars, New Orleans. Okay, day 2, Friday, Pinnacle Boot Camp Masterclass. Here's the address at the Canary. Friday night events, VIP. Oh, this is VIP ticket holders. I wanted to be a VIP. It sold out by the time I even got my hand on it. Day 3, Saturday, the 5K run walk, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And then there's going to be a lakefront cookout, 11 a.m. to 3. Oh, okay. And Pinnacle Celebration Saturday night, party and a comedy show. Saturday night, November 8th. Then I'll be coming back home on Sunday. So that is the layout. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Yeah, I'll get there Thursday morning. Okay. And I'll put this link in the chat box or see here. Anybody that wants to attend. And if any of you are going, please let me know. Damon has asked me for a head count for anyone that's from our community that plans on being there. So let myself or Miss Costa know if anyone's going to be at this event. So I'm looking forward to this event, personal development. I have spent 6 figures plus on my own personal development. And that is very, very important. And then I'm putting together an ILCA event in California next March. That'll be a big event. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, everybody, that is it for this Saturday morning. I hope you learned something new. As always, that's the point. We invite you to join our community. Thank you, Ms. Casa, for being our hostess. Thank you, Rita B, for being our first ILCA Crypto Certified member. For everybody else, I'll see you guys on Monday. Take care. Brandon Ivey out. Oh, I got it in by playing some ILCA music. Hey, let me do that. We have our very own branded music as well, and a whole lot more coming. So take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Let's see. Let's stop with, I'll just do random.
Education is key, it's the lock, it's the door. Unlocking your future is what we're here for.
Brandon Ivey's got the plan, the vision.
future is already here.
Crypto Academy leading the ride.
Brandon's the captain, come on inside. It's tech, it's power, it's changing the game.
5 days to the knowledge, you'll never be the same.
Education is everything, it's how we grow.
Join the challenge, let the whole world know. Learn the code, learn the chain.
Learn the code, learn the chain.
Bitcoin flows in your brain.
Bitcoin flows in your brain. 5 days is all it takes.
Future's yours, make no mistake.
Futures are yours, make no mistakes.
Learn the code, learn the chain.
Learn the code, learn the code. Yeah.
Bitcoin flows in your brain.
Bitcoin flows in your brain. 5 days is all it takes. 5 days is all it takes.
Future's yours, make no mistake.
Futures are yours, make no mistakes.
Learn the code, learn the chain. Bitcoin flows in your brain.
5 days is all it takes.
Future's yours, make no mistake.
From the cubicle grind to the blockchain rise. From a dream in the dark to a light for the people. Clock in, clock out, same cycle every day. But the mind stay hungry, looking for another way. Read the signs, crypto calling like a prophecy. Told myself the game, now the game's a part of me. Brick by brick, build a family in the storm. ILCA born, breaking every old norm. From the boot camps to the live calls, true serve. We flip fear into skill, every lesson earned.
We rise together, we learn every block we place, yeah, the tables turn. It's a movement, a mission, a dream we defend. From the start to the moon, we don't break, we ascend.
From the 9 to 5 to the blockchain flame. ILCA, we remember the name. Power in the people, strength in the grind. Unity's the weapon and the world's gonna
From
find.
9 to 5 to the blockchain flame, we break the chains, we don't play the same game. Power the streets, yeah, we're changing the frame.
Ivy League forever.
In the Hall of Fame.
It's not just coins, it's a mindset flip. From I can to I will, yeah, we own this shit. Entrepreneur blood, vision crystal clear. Teach the people how to win, no fear. We're talking wallets, Web3, and every layer in between. Turning knowledge into power, keeping pockets clean. From the first Satoshi to the legacy we're making. ILCA, the future's ours for the taking.
Oh, we've been through the fire and the rain. Every loss just carved our name. From the shadows to the sky we run, 'cause together we already won.
From the 9 to 5 to the blockchain flame. ILCA, we remember the name. Power in the people, strength in the grind. Unity's the weapon and the world's gonna find.
From the 9 to 5 to the blockchain flame,
We break at the chain.
has already begun.